Morning, folks. It's what day is it? It's March 25th. It's a Sunday, and our stitch with me today is going to be Rainy Waterloo Place, because that was sort of next in my rotation of stitching. So I thought, let's go ahead and do this. I had a request out there for Boba Fett. Sorry about that. I still haven't printed out the pages. I gotta find it. I think I have to re-download it from Etsy, because I can't find that file. It's mysteriously gone somewhere. So, no big deal. So we're just gonna work on some Rainy Waterloo Place because we're making good progress on this page. And we're gonna be good to go. But beautiful Sunday morning, sunny, but that being said, apparently there's snow on the way, which I'm very happy about for tomorrow, which is gonna be good. I'm gonna try to readjust this just a smidge, pull this back to me. So make it a little easier on myself, do a little stitching. But here we go. I'm gonna try and do this all in one fell swoop this time. The video is gonna probably be a little shorter than normal. I usually try to go 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to go about 35 today. And I'd like to try and just upload this one whole video to YouTube instead of having to do some editing prior, just because I want to make sure it gets up and gets done this morning. Got some things to do today out and about. Also want to get some stitching and some cleaning done. Busy day. So wanted to get this part done. Could have done it last night. Didn't really feel like it. I did a little workout the other day, my first in a while, and overdid it, of course. So I'm like super sore today. So, and I was super sore last night. So I was like, I don't feel like trying to do this because it don't feel good. But got some good stitching done. What did I do yesterday? I worked on baseball. Finally going to be able to see progress on baseball. Finally got some colors popping in. Baseball and Ronnie Rowe. Got a lot done on Ronnie Rowe, so I'm kind of excited about that. I think it's a good thing. If you can hear the dog barking, that's what, aka Coco, who is upset because my husband dare go to the grocery store and not take her as well. So she has she is like completely locked onto him as far as like her favorite person is concerned, which is awesome. She actually, for the first time ever, slept in our bed all night long last night. I didn't actually realize that she was up there because he had brought her up and she had already burrowed herself under the covers and was asleep before I came upstairs, and I sort of just passed out and super tired, and there was like a lump at the end of the bed under the covers, and it was a heavy lump, and I'm like, I know Coco was up here. Is that her? And she just didn't even move the whole night, which was impressive. And the cat even came up on the bed, and it was just like, oh, that's just, how did that work? How did that work without there being some kind of midnight fights between, or 3 a.m. fight between them? But it would be awesome if we could just keep doing it that way. She's the only one that really is tolerated by the cat, because the cat really just kind of toys with her. I think likes to see her cry and squeal sometimes. It's all drama with Coco. She comes upstairs deliberately to try to find the cat food and eat the cat food, and oh, I got a snag. I'm gonna work with that. And so she comes in looking for cat food, and then the cat comes in and corners her, and then when she realizes she's cornered, she freaks out. She starts crying and screaming, which you can't feel bad for, because this shit goes away as soon as the cat stops doing anything. And if she didn't race up here and try and steal cat food, it's a daily drama, and it's kind of funny. And for a 14, 15-year-old dachshund, that dog moves pretty dang fast. So She is a character and a half, that is for sure. Now I'm gonna go up here and do this here. Ah. There we go. What? She is a hoot and a half. That she is. Okay, go. So, another reason why I like to work on Rainy Waterloo Place. Lost the thread. Is because usually there's so much that I can do with even just one color on here that I can get so much done, and it's faster working on this than other things. My husband is ridiculously amazing, though. He can't sit still. You know, I can sit still. I can tell you, I can sit still. I'm very good at sitting still and cross stitching or doing something else. He has a hard time with it. He's, you know, like, so the days that I go to work and he stays home, it's, well, I should say on Saturdays when I'm gone for like a Saturday morning, he actually had like, cleaned like a ton in the house by the time I got home, and you could really tell we're in our spring cleaning. I told you guys about last week where I went through and got a big load of stuff to donate, another big load of stuff to toss, and then we're you know, the trash came, threw everything out, took everything to the Salvation Army or whatnot, and then started piling up more stuff yesterday. So I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, you know, a couple hours before I had to leave for work, and so I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and start working on this again, and got, you know, a bunch more stuff done. And then he started working on stuff because he likes the idea of cleaning stuff out too. And then he just kept going while I was gone. When I got home, I was like, holy crap, dude, that's awesome. So he's pretty amazing. If I had to say if there's a lazy one in the relationship, it's probably me in terms of like just cleaning. You know, sometimes I'm really into it and sometimes I'm just not. And it's funny because he's like if I have my normal day off during the week and I'll be there and I'm like, I kind of want to stitch all day. You know, and if I tell him, you know, hey, I just stitched all day, then he's like, that's awesome, that's what you should do. And or if I say, you know, I cleaned a lot today, oh, you know, that's great, but you know, you should just stitch as much as you can. He's like the world's best enabler for me. He's really awesome. Because like if I say, you know, I'm like, you know what, I think I'd like to try it. You know, I'm kind of interested in this. I want to try it. And he's just like, whatever we can do to make that happen, let's make it happen. And he just, I don't know. I know I'm lucky. I know I'm lucky. Sometimes that's the benefits of marrying late, I suppose. Just, you wait for the absolute right one. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. There we go. Whew. Been listening to the soundtrack for Hamilton, which I gave that review last week. And I still stand by my assertion that I'm not a I'm not a fan of, hold on, I'm just trying to do this a little sideways here. Not a fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda in terms of as a performer, at least in Hamilton. I've seen him in other things. I think he's great. He's very, very talented. But what I heard last week at the theater and what I hear on the recordings were two different things. And what I heard, I loved. And I wish I could get that as my soundtrack, but can't just yet. But the one song that I can enjoy a ton is one of the ones that's sung by one of the female leads in the show. She's so awesome. I think this song is called Satisfied. And if you're a Hamilton fan, you know what I'm talking about. There's so many things going on. Hockey playoffs are starting soon. My St. Louis Blues are fighting for a playoff spot. Part of me doesn't want them to get in because it's like, I mean, I know it's important, you know, you can't win if you don't get in, and I understand that. But on the other hand, it's kind of like this year was a disappointment in a lot of ways because we started off strong and then we faded. And we've had some injuries, but nothing crucial really. And it's just not, I don't know. It's sometimes I wish that they would just be bad so that it would be the incentive to like really make some big wide changes and be good. Because it's always like, oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we made the playoffs. Oh, we made the playoffs. You know, and it's just, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't even do that because I have I'm also a Bears fan. So Bears have been consistently bad for quite a while. So I know what it's like to follow teams that are bad. I don't have a baseball team. I always get slightly excited about the beginning of baseball season, and mostly it's because I'm like, oh, I want to do a fantasy baseball draft because they're so much fun. I really like the idea of drafting more than I like actually having a team. I need to look into like a video game one of those managing games that allows you to draft and form teams and have them play. So I don't really want to play. I just want to draft a team. The only thing that I have really, like any person or thing that I've gotten into that's really, hold on, stand by. You know what, let me highlight for a second, because I'm getting so far ahead of myself. I'm losing the gist of what I'm doing here. Do 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 do. Okie. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't finish filling in this one little bit. There. 1, 2, 3 there. The only thing though that I have like been satisfied the song, and but is the college wrestling. I was all about college wrestling this year. I was all about this kid named Spencer Lee from the University of Iowa, and I was just like, this kid's special. This kid's special. I've been following him since he was in high school. And I was super excited to see what he could do in college. And what did he do? Well, last week he won the national championship in his weight class. So I was extremely excited all last week because I was watching a lot of that. And I was just floored that he just kind of ran through and sort of dominated all these guys. I mean, literally, like he had 5 matches. He won the first 2 by a tech fall, which basically means that you're ahead by 15 points, and it's like a mercy roll. They just stop it. And he got the first match, he won like 15-1 in like a minute and 10 seconds, which is just, it's one of the fastest tech falls ever. And so he got a tech fall, and then he got a tech fall, and then he got a pin, and then he pinned the guy that was sort of like the defending national champion, pinned him. It was pretty impressive. All right, Julie, focus. Focus. I have to count. Counting is hard. There we go. Anyway, and he just, I mean, he was just a man on a mission. He just dominated. And I'm like, wow, it feels good to support somebody who wins. And so, it made me happy. Woof, 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 woof. I think that's why her voice is so harsh, because she barks all the time. I'm talking about what? What? Speaking of harsh voices. I need a drink of water here. All right. Been drinking a lot more water lately, which is good, but I just been feeling more thirsty. And the water is the only thing that... Okay, hold on, Julie. Come on. Water's the only thing that... But I do flavor my water. I put in some little, like, strawberry, watermelon drops, blah, 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 that you can buy the little containers of. I know why I'm probably thirsty. Is because I've suddenly become obsessed with sunflower seeds. They're a great snack. And so instead of being so hungry sometimes, I'm like, oh, I'll go, make myself a sandwich. Nope. I will just get myself some sunflower seeds and gnaw on those for a while. So I get like the low sodium, and I like the kettle corn ones that aren't nearly as salty. I like those a lot. I had to I bought some off of Amazon. Yeah, it was Amazon. I bought some off of Amazon because okay, hold on. Stand by. Here. Okay, I just gotta highlight this one little section because it's just, I'm counting wrong every time I look at it. But I was like, I don't know if it's because I started buying them, but like there was a shortage of the little giants or whatever it is, sunflower seeds. And I'm just like, where are my sunflower seeds? Who's taking my sunflower seeds? You don't want to make me angry about my sunflower seeds. But, so I went to a couple different King Supers out here, which is like a Kroger store, and kind of a little snack, but not a big deal. And so I got those, and but I'm like, man, I can't find them all of a sudden. All right, Snaggerific, you're gonna be just fine here. And so I got on Amazon. I'm just like, well, do they have anything there? And sure enough, they do. They had, you could buy like a bigger package, like a box with like 6 bags or something. So I'm like, done, because it is my new obsession in terms of trying to eat something that isn't fatty, isn't horrible for me. I don't always have the best instincts when it comes to that. Trying to get a little healthier. I felt so sluggish this last week, and I think it was just coming off of the drugs from being sick, but I just felt like bleh, like my body was just sort of like just in a holding pattern. So the other day, I don't know, Thursday, Friday, I just grabbed a bunch of weights that I have in the bedroom and kind of lifted weights because my body really responds to that, and it's faster than doing cardio sometimes, although I do need to do that. And so I was doing that, And that really did get me going. It definitely got me going, got my brain going. But of course now I'm super sore as a consequence, which I do like. I liked it a lot. My husband must have gotten home, because what stopped working. Man, I'm having a hard time picking out. There's just a lot of X's in this area. X's. There's a lot of X's. I'm doing the X on the pattern. And so it's just trying to pick out exactly where I'm at. And that one. Must be careful. Must be careful. Okay, Julie, focus. Focus. There we go. We tried out this another barbecue food truck last night for dinner, and you know, it was all right. It was all right. And the other place, that old school barbecue place that we go to, or we try to catch in different places sometimes, oh man, they're clearly the best. Just the quality. I think honestly it's the quality of the meat. And some people say like, oh, it's sauces and this and that and whatnot. And these guys had good sauces, but it's literally like the quality of the meat. So like I don't like what I call messy barbecue, which is where they throw in gristle, or they get ribs that have too much like fat within them. And these tasted good. I mean, they did, but old school still is number one in terms of food truck barbecue. Well, shoot. Looks like I'm going to have to splice it together anyway, because somehow the video got shut off. Oh, as I stretch. Oh. I don't know how that happens, but somehow it does happen. Excuse me. Still coughing a bit. It's allergies. It's not anything else. I've been having lots of allergy things going on. Should I do that? Should I do that? I guess I could. I'm looking at, do I do this little bit right here, or do I come back and there's more to do here. So let's do this grid here. So I had somebody ask, or not ask me, I had somebody suggest that, let's get the pattern out of there. In terms of trying to get maybe faster, whatnot, with the stitching, or at least the clarity. Her suggestion was basically to highlight, like when I pull out a color, go ahead and highlight everywhere where I plan on doing it, and or everywhere I need to stitch, and then come back, and then after I've stitched it, come back and then, you know, do another highlighter to signify that it's stitched. And that could work. The problem is, with all the different projects that I have, I feel like it would slow me down. And I don't want to be slowed down. I'm not about being slowed down. It's not good. Oh, no, now my husband's home, because everybody's starting to go a little crazy. Woof, 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 woof. They're like, you brought us tortillas and sunflower seeds. Thank you. The golden retriever Zuzu jumped up and grabbed a whole thing full of bananas the other day. And she was halfway through them on the couch when we realized it. Because she was being awful quiet. You always got to be careful. You always got to watch the ones that are being quiet. Because if they're quiet, you know how that is. They're up to something. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to figure this out. I got to use my finger to point now. Oh, I'm pointing. Oh, okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to go up here. And we're going to go down here. Everybody's so excited. It is such a cluster when you have 7 dogs and someone comes home. That was a pretty quiet, tame welcome, to be perfectly honest with you. If my husband beats me home and gets them out and feeds them and everything and put them outside and whatnot, and then I come home, it's like literally like when I walk in the door, it's like they're all like, you know, surrounding my legs, and it's hard to walk through them, and takes a little bit of time to navigate them without anybody getting stepped on. It's pretty nice though. It's pretty nice when everybody's that happy to see you. Down here. I'm getting so close to pulling that right through. There we go. Let's see here. But anyway, a lot of people have good suggestions for me. It's just, sometimes it's just not practical for me because of, a lot of it is, I mean, people ask why I don't park. It's just, part of it is just I'm switching back and forth from project to project so much that I don't, you know, and with the dogs, and I stitch downstairs with the dogs, I just don't want to, like, leave myself open to having something getting damaged because the dogs are crazy. The dogs are crazy. I would not be happy if that happened. The gerbils at work are doing great. I still gotta post that video. I have not been doing anything on those other channels, and I don't know how much I'm gonna end up doing on those other channels, to be honest with you. Just because it's, I do want to do the dogs channel. The aquarium channel is gonna be a little, I think a little different. I'm actually disbanding my saltwater aquarium to create a new one. I'm going to start over and do it the right way this time, I think. And go a little bigger with the main aquarium. Still use the refugium, the sump, and all that stuff. But a lot of it is just, you know, just want to get it done the right way. But anyway, the gerbils are doing great, and they've gotten so used to me. I'm about the only one that reaches in and picks them up, which I don't know why. They're good little gerbils. I mean, they're used to being picked up. They will, if you're hesitant, they will kind of run away from you because if they sense that you're a little nervous, they don't want to be picked up by you. But I just reach in there and grab them. Then we put them in their little balls, and they can run around, and which is just fun. We just enjoy it so much. Makes me want to get gerbils, but I can't get gerbils for here. There's just too much, you know. Sometimes it's just too much, so I have to learn restraint, not hoard animals. which is too late for the dogs. I already have 7 dogs, so. See, now I'm gonna come downhill. A little different. Whew. Now I know what I'm doing. I'll come over here, do this one. And now everybody's settled back down again. They're like, all is right with the world. Everybody's here. All the humans are where they're supposed to be. Well, so now since this video is in 2 parts, I'll go a little longer than I had originally anticipated. Because I was like they're like 20 minutes or something when that other one seemed to stop. It just decided to stop. And maybe I hit the phone. I don't know, maybe. There and there. Oh, okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Just looking at what else I could do. I need to come up and do... Did I do that one little stitch? Oh, I did. Oh, great. So I can highlight that too. So maybe I will go back. Or maybe I'll change colors. Or maybe I'll change colors. Okay, so I don't know why I did this. I woke up this morning and I'm just laying in bed because I'm so sore I didn't even want to get out of bed. And I don't know how this happened, but somehow I got caught watching, or got onto watching videos of gigantic snakes attacking and killing other gigantic snakes and then deer, and it must have been Africa. And I'm thinking to myself, how these people set up these cameras and know, like, I don't even know. I don't even know. It was just crazy. But the footage that they were getting was just amazing. All right, I'm gonna go to a slightly darker one here. But yeah, it was kind of disgusting. Don't go look up videos about up here, maybe, about snakes, if you don't like snakes. I'm not a big snake fan. I find them fascinating in some extent, but I don't want to be near them at all. At all. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to figure this out. And then, yep, that wasn't the right spot. Okay, good. The gigantic anaconda, I think it was an anaconda. All right there, snaggerific. Had stalked like a deer, like a small deer. It was almost like a small mule deer or some variant, you know, almost like an antelope kind of thing, but small, you know, and ate the dang thing whole after it had crushed it, but it like literally like moved its windpipe or something out of its mouth before it swallowed it so that it wouldn't get suffocated. I don't want to go back and find out more, but it was just, I'm like, what is going on? that I didn't need to know, you know? And I'm sorry if you didn't need to know that either. Just don't go watch the videos. And I think you'll be fine. You probably won't have any dreams about it or anything. So I hope I don't have any dreams about it. That would stink. Bink, bink. Another snag. Snaggy. I need a song for snagging. Oh, there goes Topher outside. Somebody's outside. In the back. You can always tell. You can hear him. Like, dudes, don't walk right behind my fence, man. It's a surefire way to get barked at. Alright, now I lost my floss of thought. It's not train of thought, my floss of thought. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Over here, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here I go again. Got that song in my head for some crazy reason. One of those people that has like a really eclectic music station playing in your head at all times. You never know what's going to pop out. It's not always a good thing. Just trying to think if I've found anything else really interesting this week on YouTube that I started following. I think I found, I need to keep looking. There's so much out there. There's so much that's not good that's out there, but there's also so many good, like the guy that's, I think it was a couple weekends ago that I came upon this guy that's literally doing this old cutter boat restoration, old wooden boat restoration, and he's literally doing it almost all by himself, by hand. And it's fascinating work, just because I think to know how to build a boat out of wood is such a different life skill, and he just made his living, I mean, on that. I mean, he doesn't really have, I don't think he really has like a set place to live. He just goes from boat project to boat project. You know, if somebody needs a hand moving a boat, sailing a boat down to some place, then he helps do that and makes money that way, and helps out in different yards and whatnot when he needs a little money. And but he's, you know, it's very fascinating watching somebody do that kind of work, because it's definitely old-fashioned. Is there a baby outside? Okay, I'm gonna jump way down here with this color. So you can see where the bottom of the page is right here. So I grid, but then I'll also put an additional grid line for where the page will end. I didn't have to do that on this one, but I felt like I should. So like this is literally, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is actually where the page ends. And then that's where the grid will start up. And that's the last 2 lines of the grid for that 10 by 10 grid. So I'm getting closer, moving down. We'll probably finish up the video here when I finish this thing of floss. It's gone by pretty quickly today. Feeling a little better. Talking a little more. I need to take some pictures of my stuff. Put some blog posts up, right? You're like, come on, man. This will be fun to get this going. Work on this a bit today. I'm gonna probably put 3 or 4 hours into it, maybe, if I can. That'll be plenty to be able to really see progress on it. Actually, even just 2 hours will be plenty to see plenty of progress on it. And think about moving to something else if I want to. But I think while I'm uploading these video parts and trying to get that going, I think it's a good opportunity to then find that Boba Fett from Etsy and re-download it. I think that would be a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Hope you guys got a lot of stitching done with me today. I feel like I got a lot of stitching done with you guys. So I appreciate you watching. Oh, no, we'll just end it there. Stick a needle in it, it's done. Okay, have a great rest of your weekend. See you guys later in the week with an update. See how far I get. See if I actually get Boba Fett started. It would be awesome if I did. 2 thumbs up. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.